Big Brother Naija, the Nigerian version of Big Brother Africa, is a Nigerian reality television competition series based on the Big Brother television franchise, in which 20 contestants live in an isolated house and compete for a large cash prize worth 171,428, an equivalent to 60 million Nigerian naira.
26, 27,
27, 27,
29,
35.
The 2020 edition of Big Brother Naija is the 5th season, with 3 editions already hosted in South Africa, making the 2020 edition the 2nd hosted in Nigeria. However, there has been so many reactions from Nigerians with regards to the moral and economic benefits.
I don't think Bbnaija should be running for now, because even without the lockdown or the economic meltdown now as a result of the COVID-19, it doesn't have any positive impact on the youth especially. Because from the way they run it or how I see it, it promotes promiscuity and encourages indecency, and now leaves what they are supposed to be relating or displaying to the youth or to the world. It's supposed to be a platform or an avenue to relay a positive message or positive impartation to the youth, to the onlookers, even to the old who have something they might, 1 or 2 things they might pick from it. It should be something that should affect life, people, society, economy positively.
So it actually has like immoral influence on like youth. Someone to like join the program, be one of the housemates. But at times things they do on the shows, like all these bad stuffs like sex, romance and stuffs, discourage some youths not to go, or their parents should be like, we should not context, blah blah blah. But it's fun, sha.
While some of them see it as breaking the seed of moral discipline already planted in our youth, according to religious perspective, some individuals enjoy watching housemates engaged in sexual activities, while others fantasize about the body features of these housemates.
Big Brother Africa started very well. Everybody knows that it started very well. A lot of kudos came out from that. The Kenyan guy that won and all that. But at this point, it's becoming something that is anti-society. Something that has to do with everything apart from what the society wants. There's a lot of nudity going on. There's a lot of anti-social practices going on. And at the end of the day, you wonder what values are we trying to pass to our children. I'm sure if you take a look at the statistics, you will see that there has been a downward trend in the number of people that watch Big Brother. It's not the same with those that watched it then when it was Big Brother Africa. I think that's a message to people that started this program, that there's something that is not going well about Big Brother Nigeria.
The previous one, the flashy one, the yours show I saw on television like that, you know, the kind of dressing, it's not good for our children. That is one of those things I did against, you know. Even though as a Christian or Muslim, there's nowhere in the Bible, in the Quran, that we should not dress indecent.
The need then arises, organizers of the reality show, to bridge the gap between creating economic opportunities for youth in Nigeria and breaking the moral code that frowns at indecent behaviors prevalent in the Big Brother house. Some of them say the recent sex plays going on among the housemates had raised concerns over the future moral status of youth in the country.
Now, DSTV got its license, which is a broadcast license, from NBC and not from NCC. But there's a thin line between broadcasting and telecommunications at this particular point in time, because they use spectrum, and some of these spectrums can be shared. So some people may come to NBC, get a license, but they still come to NCC and get a frequency. A lot of people watch that program, and they make calls, they text or who they prefer and all that, who is their favorite and all that. So at the end of the day, because the distinction between telecommunication and broadcasting is blurred now, you have a situation where both the broadcasting company and both the telecommunications company are benefiting from a show of that kind of program.
While entrepreneurs see the COVID-19 pandemic as an opportunity to build up an economy from a near collapse, a possible economic recession, which was predicted by experts, is shifting focus to the informal sector, and the creative industry is expected to be the receiving port for the influx of many young people in search of greener pasture and economic liberation.
I certainly don't want to be locked up for 90 days to make money, but some people will argue that if they don't have anything and then they are locked up somewhere and they are fed for 90 days and they stand a chance of getting $100,000, is the kind of money that perhaps some people will have to work for 15 years before they can ever make that kind of money. So to those kind of segment of people, it's a good opportunity. And then some people have stayed there, they have been seen on the television, they become popular people. So once they leave that place, they go back. Some of these advertising companies use them. Some of these movie companies use them. So at the end of the day, it is an opportunity for them to move from there to stardom.
MultiChoice Company, the owners of DSTV, a South African company, also enjoy significant economic and financial growth in user subscription rates during every Bbnaija season. Typically, in addition to growing the number of new subscribers on the platform, the company also records higher customer subscription rates to their different programming bouquets or plans during the live transmission of the show. They also record more revenue through their different value-added services. In addition to selling more DSTV decoders, the company also records more user viewing time during this period. This in-show placement accompanies regular commercial breaks and increases the value of the advertisement for sponsors.
I'm aware that you cannot broadcast anything that show nudity. I'm aware that you cannot broadcast anything that cast a particular ethnic group in a bad light and all that. So if the regulator, NBC, does not feel that it breaches their code of conduct, then I cannot pass judgment on it, and they should be free to air what they want. But I have so many choices because there are so many, MultiChoice has so many choices for me to watch, so that I don't necessarily have to go to that particular one anyway.
The media value of sponsoring Bbnaija, according to experts' survey, amount to not less than 10 billion naira. A mixed group of carefully vetted candidates are ushered into a house miles away from home. These strangers are joined by the hip inner building for days after quitting their job to invest in a portion of their lives into a reality TV show. On the surface, they are signing up to have viewers live through them. But the real hope is that via participating in the house, they can mint money through business deals, brand partnership, and even launching their own brands. As the reality show progresses, the Nigerian audience are advised to avail themselves of viewer discretion facilities put in place by the organizers of the Big Brother reality show.